Good morning, everyone. On today's show, no technical issues. After having several podcasts rife with stress, technical issues, and problems, today I just want to have a chill podcast with all of you. Way more laid back, relaxed, talking about the various things that we've been doing together and just having some back and forth Q&A and interaction. So I hope that's what you're looking for. You're going to find it here today. My frame's brightness settings have miscalculated and they're too bright. Anyway, it should be a good one, a more laid back podcast. So sit back, get ready for a chill one on today's Level 1 podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo! Because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Oh!
Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show, and I mean it when I say today's got to be like a stress-free show after the last few episodes with so many tech difficulties. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of January, 2025, and you might say, wait a minute, why are you doing a podcast today? Didn't you stop doing the Level 1 podcast on Tuesdays because you're doing Smart Guys, your new wrestling commentary show? Yes, just not this week and possibly not moving forward. And the reason I say that is we decided to change up the timing of the show. We were doing Smart Guys in the morning right now. And don't get me wrong, it's worked. It's got an audience and it's got support and it's doing decently. But in an attempt to try to grab more of the existing Keno Casino audience, which is so used to watching at night, we decided to flip the schedule around. And this week, it's going to be Smart Guys during my late slot. So FYI, starting around roughly 6:45 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, which is when my normal late stream would start. And that'll be broadcast over on DSP Reacts and also on the Kick channel, DSPGaming Reel, as always. And I'm trying to get this, there we go. I'm trying to get this to like even out. I always have problems with these collars. They're not even. Anyway, so that will be tonight, all right? And we're going to see how it goes. Will we actually get more viewers that way? Because that's when people who watch Keno Casino are used to tuning in. I don't know, but it's worth a shot. If anything, hopefully maybe we'll appeal to a different group instead of the morning group. Now we'll have a night group of viewers. I don't know. We'll find out, okay? So anyway, that's tonight over on the React channel and on the Kick channel. But today we're here with a regular podcast, all right? And I'm happy to be here. I have some very positive updates for everyone, okay? So let's get right into them. I'd rather start with the positivity, right? So here we go. Number one, as I stated, I was having issues with my USB ports on my capture and streaming PC, and it seemed like this particular camera that I'm using right now, the Insta360 Link 2, kept turning itself off, and I had to unplug and replug and unplug and replug it to get it to work consistently through OBS. Ever since I plugged it into the front USB port a couple days ago, flawless. I haven't had a single issue with the camera, okay? So what does this lead me to believe? I believe, after thinking this through in the last 24 to 48 hours, my PC's motherboard does have an actual powering issue with the USB ports and other ports on the back of it. It seems to me like it only has a certain amount of power that it can route to those ports. And having two HD webcams, this microphone, this Stream Deck device, my 4K capture device, all plugged into it at once. Plus, keep in mind, there's a wireless adapter that I'm trying to use to get my RGB lights working and everything. It seems to be too much, that it just can't really take it. And the weird thing is, the fact that I unplugged this camera from the back, plugged it in the front, and now it's flawless, means the front ports on my PC must have dedicated power. It's basically must be like a dedicated USB hub on the front of my PC, or else how would you have a completely different result like I'm having? So, good news is, didn't have an issue with the capture device yesterday, didn't have an issue with the webcam yesterday. The wireless did actually disconnect, okay? Oh, by the way, Windows Update wants me to update again. I'm serious. Look at this. Restart required. Your device will restart outside of active hours. AverMedia extension? What? What are they talking about? AverMedia extension. Well, AverMedia is the company that I use to capture with. And it says there's a required Windows Update AverMedia extension. And it's going to try to restart outside of active hours, it claims. To be quite honest with you guys, I think what I want to do, I think I do want to roll back that update that we did, that caused all these camera problems to begin with about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, because everything was fine, hunky-dory, no problems. And now, you know, I can't use my old webcam anymore, right? So I'm thinking of rolling back that security update. Everyone says it was a Windows security update that was so poorly optimized and so poorly tested that it literally was taking drivers, devices, and things and just marking them all as a security risk. So therefore, they wouldn't work with Windows anymore. Notably, my old webcam is one of the devices that happened with. So I think I'm going to roll it back, honestly, and see what happens. I just don't have time right now. Like I would need to roll it back, reboot, reset everything up, try to have time to work with that webcam, and I don't have it right now. So we'll have to see how things go, and if I have a chance to work on it, I'll probably try to do it. But the good news is, everything's working fine. We did the wireless did disconnect once yesterday during the show, but then all I did is I made sure my wireless antennas were tight. I actually repositioned them slightly, and I connected, and it literally never disconnected again all day. So that's good. You know, maybe this is a situation where it's kind of a temporary annoyance, but overall, it won't be lasting forever. And I hope that that's the case. I hope that, you know, the wireless won't be constantly disconnecting, obviously, and, you know, instead we'll be able to have the lights working all day without issue. Obviously, that would be ideal, right? So, yeah, I didn't have much after the podcast, which was a technical nightmare. I didn't have any other technical issues yesterday. In fact, remember this gaming PC went crazy all of a sudden? We were on a website looking at a Italian rum cake, and the whole thing freaked out and bleeped and everything. Then after that, I played games on it all day and had no problem. I played Dark Souls, and then I played Call of Duty, and it didn't do anything. So you tell me what the heck is going on. I have no idea. Very confusing. Really, very confusing. But it looks like, as of now, the technical stuff is fixed. And by the way, for smart guys tonight, I think I figured out what went wrong last week. If you don't know, last week, Ashton's mic sounded terrible. It sounded like it was like an echoing, like he was sitting inside of like a big echoing cave or something, right? And people were like, dude, why does it sound like that? It didn't sound like that the 2 weeks before. I think it's because I had Windows Spatial Sound enabled. And the reason that I had it enabled was because I had been playing Call of Duty the stream before. And I had headphones on using the surround sound, and I didn't disable it. So I think what happens is when you have Windows Spatial Sound on, it's called Windows Sonic. it just adds this echo effect that simulates surround sound and actually helps. Like when I was playing Call of Duty last night, totally I could hear footsteps around me. I was like, oh, this is very useful. But obviously, if you're just doing regular audio, it sounds awful. It makes everything sound echoey. So I think that's what it was, and I think it was my fault. It's disabled right now and tonight for smart guys, okay? I will not have headphones on at all. I'm just going to have PPP's voice play through my speakers over there. So I'll just tweak those so I could hear it. And now they really shouldn't hear anything. Like, seriously, if there's a problem tonight, we're going to have a big issue. We'll have to see how it goes, okay? But I think we're going to be good. I think that the technical issues for now are behind us. Like I said, today, this podcast, the whole idea is to just chill. I just want to relax with you guys. I want to have some fun conversation. After the last few days being so stressful with all these issues, today I want none. Today I just want to relax with the audience, have a good time, see what's on your mind, chat a little bit, and then go into Dino Crisis. Okay, we'll talk about the schedule in just a sec. So good morning to everyone. How you guys all doing? What's up, Game Boy? How are you today? We got John, we got Drew, Jesse, how are you? On the kick side, we got our regular Super Bon Sean. What's going on? Piano-ish, what's up? Eddie, what's up? How's everyone today? I hope you're all feeling good, ready to relax, because I need it. Like, seriously, the last couple of days have been like, what is going on with this tech shit? Oh, by the way, so after my microphone's shock guard broke yesterday, remember I had the shock device that's supposed to stop this microphone from vibrating? So I had it on, it broke right mid podcast yesterday, it just snapped off. You saw it, and I was like, what the hell? I ordered a replacement. Thanks to Super Bonchan for suggesting one for me. That's a higher end one than the one I had. I ordered it, but it's not shipped yet. Like, basically, it's not on the way yet, which sucks. I was hoping it would show up during the day, so I would have it for the podcast, for the Smart Guy show tonight. But, update. It's arriving between 11:15 and 1:30. It's arriving this afternoon. Sweet. All right, that's great news. So I will be able to hook it up ahead of time and have it for smart guys tonight. Cool. All it's supposed to do is if I'm over here and for example, if this happens, ready? If I hit the table like that and it makes a noise, it's supposed to negate it. But the funny part is when I had the other one, it didn't do that. It made the sound anyway. And the other funny part is last night I played Call of Duty and not a single person complained. No one complained that I didn't have a shock mount. So I actually don't think it's a big deal, but, it's supposed to be part of your setup. When you have a mic, you're supposed to have a shock mount. So, anyway. Jeremy, how are you? Good morning. Celery Head says, you must have walked under a ladder 7 years ago yesterday. You're having one unlucky time, one thing after another. It was, yeah. Did you see the highlight that I made? Not a lot of people watched it, which is disappointing because I liked making the highlight. And, I guess certain highlights resonate and others don't. People really like the highlight of me watching Adam fall. People like the highlight of the Switch 2 reveal. And people like the highlight of my hot take on Doom, The Dark Ages. This highlight that I made of all the tech issues from yesterday, it's got a few hundred views. Oh, man. Really wish people would have liked it more than that. But, you got to try different stuff and see what works. But anyway, yeah, it was like literally 3 completely different unrelated tech issues happened all on the same podcast. What a mess. Anyway, so the shock mount will be arriving during this very stream. And if it actually shows up, before before we play Dino Crisis, I'll probably install it live. We'll get rid of this middle thing. This middle piece is only needed to extend the length of the mic arm. So if we have the shock mount, we don't need that. I'll take it off again. And hopefully it goes well. We'll have to see. Okay. All right. So, good stuff. Let's talk briefly about the schedule for the week so you guys know what to expect. And then I literally just want to relax. All right. So let's do it. Okay. So here's the deal. Let's get the schedule open. Actually, this is foolish. Why am I opening it on my phone? I have a PC right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I can actually use my PC to do stuff. So here we go. So, by the way, here's the highlight that I was talking about that I made last night. It's about 3 minutes long, and it features all 3 of the technical things that went wrong and my reactions, which is pretty funny. So give it a look if you haven't yet. But here's the schedule. Okay, so today, Dino Crisis continues, which I'm very excited for. We've done one major stream of it and that 1 hour that I played during the Christmas marathon. So we're around 4 hours in. The game is definitely fun and very, very Resident Evil-esque. The one complaint I'll have is that the dinosaurs basically get cheap hits on you, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Like in Resident Evil, right? If you play it safe and you stand back and you bide your time and you have ammo, you can pretty much take out most enemies before they can hit you. Maybe the exception would be like the hunter can run and slash you. But outside of that, you can pretty much avoid any zombie or whatever if you play it smart. It seems like in Dino Crisis, you're just going to take hits. Like, I don't see a way around taking hits when the dinosaurs literally rush you and you're even filling them with bullets, but they still run right through and hit you anyway, right? And then there's times when there's just scripted times when the enemies will jump on you. Yeah, I've had a good time with it that first stream, and I am having a great time with the game. Can't wait to play more today. Late night stream, as I already explained, is Smark Guys. First time ever on the late stream, and that'll be broadcast over on the DSP Reacts channel, as well as my Kick channel. Tomorrow, Level 1 podcast, and then it's the continuation of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on the first stream. Played this a couple days ago, had a great time with it. It seems to be a pretty solid game with great combat aesthetics. Like, the animations and everything are quite good, right? Like, the animations are really impressive. Very gory, not gonna lie, over-the-top gore in this game, but very entertaining. So, good stuff there. Dark Souls with mods continues tomorrow night on the late stream, and I know I haven't done a late stream of Dark Souls yet, but I'll be honest, I am a little disappointed that we haven't beaten one of the big 4 bosses yet. So it's my intention to beat 4 Kings and then maybe go take on Seed the Scaleless and beat him, and then we'll go from there, okay? So that's coming up tomorrow night. And then Thursday, Black Ops 6 multiplayer as a daytime stream. And the cool thing about that, people want me to do melee again. They're like, yeah, I think it's time. Build your build to be melee focused. I'm like, yeah, I have it now. I have everything unlocked that would make melee better. So I'm going to run around and see if I can do like knife kill streaks and stuff again. And then Dino Crisis will continue on Thursday night. And then Friday, my final consecutive streaming day of the week, will be Ninja Gaiden 2 Black again. And Friday Night Fights, Street Fighter 6 with Dalzim, continuing on from where we were playing last week. Funny enough, last week when I played Street Fighter 6, I was like, man, I feel like I'm doing terribly, and I want to break even by the end of the night. Come to find out, I actually was up all night. Like, I was never actually at a down, win-loss ratio, but it felt like it. It's weird because sometimes it feels like I'm doing really good and I'm not. And then other times it feels like I'm doing poorly and I'm not. Like, when I was playing with Honda the time before, I thought I was doing way better than I actually was, but I actually was losing a lot. And I was like, well, I don't even feel that way. I feel like I was winning these matches. So anyway, that's the schedule for the week. I hope that sounds good. A couple quick shout outs because I forgot to shout these out. Eternal Napalm, 41 months as a member, and says, Hail to the King. Thank you, Eternal Napalm. And Cyber Elk this morning, using their re-upping notification, and says, hey, Phil, how are you today? Well, let me tell you, already we're off to a better start than yesterday. Having no technical issues so far, this is a good start, okay? So, I'm excited and ready to chill with all of you. What's up, King Michael? Good to see you. Okay, so before we get to Q&A and discussion and just chilling today, all right, I'd like to direct your attention down to the bottom of the screen. This is the leaderboard. And as you guys can see, today we have a nice, cool font. I think it's supposed to be like a riff on like the font that they would use in Doom. It doesn't look exactly like Doom to me, but it's supposed to be similar to like the Doom font. So anyway, yeah, so in regards to today's stream, all right, we're at 84 goals hit out of 90. Remember, when we hit 90 goals hit, okay, I'll be doing a different kind of DSP Tries It. It is the Sakura box which is a snack box that you can get on Amazon or other places. 30 different Japanese snacks are contained within this box. Now, they're all like bite-sized portions, okay? But very different from me sitting here and eating a fast food meal. People had said they were tired of the fast food, do something different. People came out with the idea. And so here it is, the Sakura box, nice Sakura blossoms all over it. And I'm excited to do this for DSP Tries It as soon as we hit 90 goals. It could be literally today. We could hit 90 goals today because each goal is the equivalent of $150 of support. So as soon as we hit it, boom, we go ahead and we do it. So please let's get some support today. All right. Everything counts. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships on the YouTube side of things, subs and gifted subs on the Kick side of stuff, or tips, which are universal because they're through PayPal. All right. Everything counts. And in fact, we just got a bunch in, so let's do some shout outs. We start off today with Rare Tricks, who just gifted a sub over on Kick, and it went to Sister Snood. So congrats, Sister Snood, and thank you, Rare Tricks, for the first gifted sub of the day. Let's get that up on the leaderboard here. Remember, each gifted sub is the equivalent of $5 of support, so thank you there. Cyber Elk with our first super chat of the day. It's a €5 super chat. I'm glad. Have you ever seen Short Circuit from the 80s? What is your opinion on it? I love the movie. It jump-started my interest in technology. Short Circuit is a 1980s classic. I saw the movie a ridiculous amount of times. Notably, because it was one of those movies that they loved to play on HBO back in the day. And HBO was the movie channel that my parents had for us in the house. So, you know, the one cable premium station, we didn't have Showtime. We didn't have anything like that. We only had HBO. And they just played it nonstop on that channel. So I loved it. It was, you know, had adult themes and language, but it had a lot of humor and it had a lot of interesting writing, really funny parts. Just a really well-executed movie, in my opinion. So love it. Love Short Circuit. I even like the sequel, even though the sequel is a lot more cheesy, has a little bit more slapstick humor and stuff in it. I think the sequel is great too, set in New York City and everything. Really well done, 2 movies. It's surprising they never made a third, although it'd be funny. Imagine if they made Short Circuit 3 today. Johnny 5 is a citizen in New York City. It'd be like, he's completely outdated. He has absolutely nothing that anyone would want because everything is, now the technology is advanced so far that, you know, maybe it would be AI takes over Johnny 5 or something, right? Okay. Some more shout outs here. So we start off today. We got some tips to shout out. A $4.20 tip. Whoa. So this is Lady Charisma. And let me play the animation first because Lady Charisma has a large message. Here we go. So thank you. Lady Charisma, let's get you on the leaderboard and let's see what you have to say. From Lady Charisma, since you're getting back into wrestling, I want to let you know WWE 2K25 is coming out on March 14th or March 7th for Deluxe. I would think you want to check it out this year. Hold on. Showcase is no longer going to use real footage for the match cutscenes. They're removing most gender limits, so your fantasy sims could be more wacky. Unlike 22, the My Rise story is really a story now. I wanted to email you a 10-minute video with all the info, but I know your links get bombed with your spam filter. That is correct, it does. Looking forward for Smart Guys tonight, and without spoiling, did you hear about what happened to JD McDonough? Poor dude is going to be out for months. I saw the match. I saw what happened when he hit that announce table, which was brutal, but then he finished the match, which was insane. Now, I don't know what happened with the injury. I haven't looked into that, but I figured with the way he hit that there was going to be some major problems. I mean, that was a really nasty, nasty hit against the table. So really sucks. Hopefully he does recover. Sounds awful. I wonder what happened because like I said, I didn't follow up. I just watched the show. Okay. Well, yes, in regards to WWE 2K, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Okay. as you know, for many, many years, I got WWE 2K. It was a part of my regular gameplay schedule every year. It was an annual thing, kind of like how every year I play Call of Duty, right? And some years were better than others. One year you'd have a really good story mode that was fun to do, and the Sims would be fun to do and everything. And then the next year they would ruin it. Like the Sims would be fucked up. For some reason, they wouldn't work as well or wouldn't be as easy to set up. And the story mode's terrible. So it was kind of hit or miss. And then for a long time there, I skipped it and didn't do it. I brought it back one year and it seemed to do well. And then I just kind of didn't care again. So this year, will I do anything with it? I don't know. Here's the thing, like PPP and I talked about doing sim matches for smart guys. Here's the problem. We can't figure out how do you do them without audio issues. Because bear with me here, just a little bit of technical jargon. When you are capturing from Discord in this program, OBS, sadly, when you capture from Discord, there is no audio source from Discord, okay? The only way to get audio out of Discord is via what's called desktop audio. Now, for the record, I have desktop audio muted at all times. What desktop audio is, it's supposed to pull all audio coming off of your actual PC and put it through OBS. So, for example, right now, if I opened a web browser on the capture PC and I played a video, desktop audio captures the audio of that video playing. And if I enabled it, you'd hear it on the stream, okay? Currently, this is the only way to get audio out of Discord. They are working on a beta of being able to pull the audio out of Discord itself and add it as an audio source in OBS, but it's in beta and it doesn't work. I tested it. It doesn't work properly. So, excuse me. So because of that, all right, I have to have desktop audio enabled so we can hear Ashton when we do Smart Guys. If I had it disabled, he'd be muted. You wouldn't hear him, okay? But there's a problem with that. Let's say, for example, I'm capturing audio from my PlayStation 5 or my PC for a game. Well, I have an audio source for that. That's my capture device, okay? But there's also another audio source because that audio is technically capturing and playing through my PC as well. So it's also desktop audio. So herein lies the rub. Let's say I'm trying to capture WWE 2K to do a sim match, all right? If I'm just doing it myself, it's perfect. But to have Discord enabled, all right? Bear with me. Discord is on. I need to get audio from Discord. So I need to have desktop audio set to on to get audio from Discord so we can hear Ashton talking and doing commentary. But if I have desktop audio on, now we're getting the game audio through the game capture device and through desktop audio, creating a double audio, creating an echo effect. Okay? To make matters even worse, if I were to say, mute the game audio, which I could do, now we're using desktop audio, but to my knowledge, that causes a slight desync in the audio. So we have one of two choices if we were going to do sim matches and Ashton was actually going to comment on them. Either we could have an echoing audio that sounds absolutely terrible, okay? Or we can have desynced audio where the audio of the game and the visuals you're seeing won't sync. So what's the worst or the best there? Like, what's the best option there? I honestly don't know. Like, would you rather have desync or would you rather have echo? Right? So I don't have a solution. I've been looking into this for weeks because we talked about doing sim matches on Smart Guys for a bit now, and I just can't find any solution to the problem. It seems like if you have Discord on, you need to have desktop audio enabled, so you either got desync or you got echo. And I don't know what else to do. Now, Super Bonchan says, install a virtual audio interface. This is a solved problem. I have no idea what that means. So maybe this is something that we can talk about together. And we could tackle this. And, you know, already Lady Charisma says she might have a suggestion. Please send them my way. I love to hear these suggestions. Okay? I would love, because I'm just getting into the technical aspect of all of this. And for me, like right now, if I could guarantee that if I got WWE 2K this year and we could do sim matches for smart guy specials and stuff, I would get it. But it just seems like it's a huge problem. And you guys know me, I stream all day, every day. I don't have entire days to sit here and mess with tech shit to try to figure this problem out. You know, if I was someone who only did 2 shows a week, then maybe I'd have time to sit here and figure out the tech. I don't. You know, I'm literally streaming 6 days a week so that I can, you know, run my business. So I guess we'll have to see. All right. So if you have suggestions, like it seems like Super Bonchan has a suggestion, Lady Charisma has a suggestion, please by all means reach out to me, shoot me an email. Let's put our heads together. If we can figure this situation out, then I would probably get WWE 2K this year. Okay? Regardless of if the whole my story shit is good or not, which I guess we could try it, but I'd much rather use it. Like I said, if we're doing a pro wrestling commentary show, it's a no-brainer that we would do sim matches and stuff over the course of the year. Probably WrestleMania, have a big special, right? A big, awesome sim special. That would be neat. So let's see. But let's see if we can get to the bottom of it before we count our chickens before they're hatched, as they say, right? Okay. Poopy Girl tipped $2.22. It says you should do shower video and bring back DSP versus the internet. A shower video is not going to happen. DSP versus the internet, perhaps one day will return in some form because I did enjoy doing the clip show. The problem was it wasn't getting people showing up and supporting it. So I'm not going to continue to work if I don't get paid for my work. And there was no point in doing a show. No one wanted to see your support. So we retired it. 2 years it ran, you know? Okay. I received a $2.20 tip from Toxic Toilet Juice. He says, you're wearing the Christian sweater. Oh, I wasn't aware that Christian wore Eddie Bauer, but all right. I guess any sweater at all that has a neck that pops is a Christian sweater, apparently. There you go. Well, thanks for the thanks for the tip. Okay. And there was another $2 tip from Lady Charisma. I forgot to say, please consider playing the new WWE game. I might be near. Wait, what? Oh, this is someone faking. Wow, Lady Charisma. FYI, someone is impersonating you, I think. You didn't just send me another $2 tip, did you? Because I just got another tip and I don't think it's from you. I think someone's trying to impersonate you. JD McDonough has broken ribs and a punctured lung. Okay, wow, that's awful. It was nasty. All right, yeah, Lady Charisma, someone just tried to impersonate you and get you in trouble, basically. So, I was starting to read the message. I was like, wait a minute. And then I investigated, and the email address is different. I'm like, that's not you. So someone's being a jerk. I caught him now. All right, so screw them. Stupid troll. Okay. What's up, Jade? How you doing, man? Yeah, I don't know. Lady Christmas says, do I have some audio? I don't know. I don't even know how to look for what you're talking about, to be quite frank. Look, filters, properties, advanced audio properties. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like I said, I don't want to do tech stuff right now today at all. I want this to be a chill, relaxing podcast. So if you'd like to try to help me with this issue of figuring out how to capture and trying to figure out how to capture and how to do the audio properly without echo or desync, please email me and we can talk about it perhaps. Here's my problem, okay? So much stuff I want to do. I just don't have time anymore. And here's the truth. Time is my most valuable, most sought after commodity. Okay? It's not, no, it used to be, oh, I just don't have the means, right? I don't have the money or the means to do it. Now it's, I just don't have the time. Like, listen, I know if I had time, okay, I could make anything work. Dude, I got this RGB setup working by myself through about 10 plus hours of research and painstaking testing. I got it working, okay? It wasn't easy because it wasn't plug and play like they pretend it is. It's not. It's very difficult to figure this shit out and everything. Um, so I know I could do it. I just need the time to mess around and figure stuff out. I want to roll back my Windows, this Windows update, and I want to see if I can get the old webcam working. Because, like I said, if it does, I want that old webcam to be my wide angle shot, and I want the webcam to follow me around the office. I think that'd be really neat. If the webcam followed me around, I could move around the office and have a tracking webcam so I could do silly stuff on the streams. I think that would be amazing, right? But I don't have time to sit here and roll it back and load it up and plug it in and get it working and adjust it and configure it and see if it works. If it doesn't, troubleshoot it. I don't have the time. As it is, I barely have enough time to do the streams. If I want to do a highlight clip, set the stuff up for the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very challenging. My time is my biggest problem. If I could clone myself or if I could freeze time and have an extra day a week to do this shit, I would love that, but I just don't have it. So to do the WWE stuff sounds fun. I want to figure it out, but I don't know when I'm going to have time to do it, you know? Even my one day off a week, half the day I'm running errands and stuff, and I want to spend time with my wife, you know? So we'll have to figure this out, okay? Would I say I'm in the upper echelon of streamers now with all the improvements? No. I would say I'm probably better than a lot of streamers with what I have going now, tech-wise. Probably I'm pretty good. I'd probably say I'm upper to upper mid, but I'm sure there's streamers out there that have insane-o shit. First of all, my webcams are just that, webcams. They're not even professional cameras. A lot of streamers have these insanely high-end cameras, you know, ginormous fucking true zooming lenses and everything. I don't have that. You know, I don't have $1,000 camera. I have a $200 webcam. You know, there's a lot of upgrades I could still do, but do we need them? Do we really need them for the scale that I am? I mean, how many viewers do I have on stream right now? I don't even know. Let's take a look. Right now on YouTube, I have 240 viewers, okay? Right now on Kick, I have 53 viewers. So I don't even have 300 viewers. Do you really think I need a $1,000 webcam? You know what I like? So, yeah, I don't think, like I said, I think I'm at the end of my significant upgrades at this point. But as for my setup, I would argue that I'm probably on par with the vast majority of streamers out there, if not even a little better. Why? Because I'm not sitting at a desk hunched over extremely close to a camera with two lights shining in my face. I actually am in a big studio-sized room with a much better setup than that, with awesome lighting, with every, you know what I mean? I have the ability to move around and do shit. I can play PC, I could play gamepad, I could do all these things on the fly with my current setup, and I like that. Definitely the setup is more flexible and is able to do a lot more than I think a lot of people's setups. That's a good thing. So, well, of course, Fred Rogers says, no, you have over 1,000 viewers if you count the restreamers. Well, that's a given. I'm talking about for me and my core audience that's going to like my content and support it. Keep in mind, the restreamers and the restreaming viewers are pieces of human filth. They don't support the content. So I don't care about them, even though technically you're right. Every day I'm really streaming for over 1,000 people every single day. You're correct. But, you know, I don't see that. It doesn't benefit me, you know? Is there a reason I can't make time? Yes, it's called being busy and having a life. When you are happily married, you have responsibilities to your family as well as to your business. I'm not just a bachelor anymore. Like when I started on YouTube 16 plus years ago, I literally had nothing to do. So I could sit here all day recording and uploading, and when I was done, I could immediately go into tech support shit. I could improve my setup. I could do that. I could plan trips. I could go travel. Can't do that anymore. I'm married now. All right, we have a life together. We have a commitment together. We have to spend time with each other. We enjoy each other's company. That's the person who I want to be with most of anyone else on this planet. It's my wife. And I want to spend more time with her. And I need to spend more time with her. So I don't want to be in here from 10 a.m. until 11 p.m. and then get to spend 1 hour with my wife before we go to sleep. All right? That's the point I'm trying to make here, But you'll understand that as you get older. Because when I was younger, I had nothing but time, but nothing good to do with my time. Now that I'm older, I have no time at all. It's like it flips. When you're younger, you have unlimited time and no means because you don't have money or means to do anything. When you get older, you have the means and you have no time. That's how life works. It flips. What if I restreamed a restreamer's stream? You'd just be watching the same stream. Because a lot of these restreamers just raw restream me and don't even say anything. So you'd literally just be watching the exact same content. You wouldn't get anything added out of it. Fed Rogers says when you get really old, you actually have the means and you have the time, but then you're too old and you have no energy to do anything. Wow. So that's my next phase of life, huh? So when I was young, I didn't have the means and I had unlimited time, so I wasted all my time. When I get to the middle of my life, I have the means, but I don't have the time, so I still can't do stuff. And then when I'm older, I'll have the means and time, but no energy because I'm old. So no matter what, you just can't do anything. You can never do what you want to do ever in your entirety of your life. That's depressing. That's incredibly. Welcome to the depression stream, ladies and gentlemen, where the harsh realities of human existence, hit us right smack dab in the face. It's the human condition, right? Oh, man. When will I be tallying up viewers' choice? By the end of this week. So Friday, is the last day of the week, probably by the end of this week. And then next week, you guys will begin to vote. Because here's the deal. We are at 84 goals hit. Okay? The goal, obviously, please let us hit the goal on this stream. Because remember, tonight for Smart Guys, that does not count towards the goals hit. That's a separate show between myself and Ashton, and we share everything there. So this stream is the one stream for us to hit goals today. So let's at least hit one goal. If we can hit 2 goals, that'd be great, because we didn't hit the goal on the first stream yesterday. But please, let's get some support here, and let's get it rolling. Now, when we hit 90, that's going to be the DSP Tries It. And then when we hit 100, that's the marathon, the Viewer's Choice Marathon, okay? So, in regards to tallying Viewer's Choice, we need to tally up the games you guys have nominated, find the ones that have been most nominated, and make a poll so you can vote on what will be that Viewer's Choice Marathon reward, right? So I figure about the end of the week, because I figure we'll probably hit 90 around the end of the week, right? There you go. Can we make the Japanese treats a daily reward? Well, how about this? Okay, how about this? When we hit 90 goals hit, we do DSP Tries It, the Sakura box. Now, we're not going to do 30 items. How can I sit here and eat 30 snacks? First of all, it'll be a 3-hour video, and I'd get sick to my stomach, right? So here's what we'll do. Let's test maybe 5 to 10 of them. What we'll do is we'll go through the booklet. Remember, we looked at this yesterday. There's a booklet in there that shows all the different snacks in there. Let's do 5 to 10. And then there'll be like 20 left, right? So how about every time that we hit a goal, after that, we try another snack. It'll always be in here. And then what we can do, we can get more in the future. Like I said, they have a European box, a Turkish box, a Korean box. We can order other boxes. And then when we hit goals, you could have an instant gratification when you hit a goal of I try one of these snacks. But then if we hit a big reward, we have something different too. And that's Super Bonchan who just suggested that, right? I'd be okay with that. Every time we hit a goal, we try a new snack live. That'd be cool. Yeah, why not? And I'm excited to try other things. Like I said, there's a bunch of different boxes and things that we can do. I'd be down for that. And here's the other thing. Because the snacks are so small, it would never really be a big deal. Like, for example, oh, but you're going to eat snacks all the time? No, look, I'm just going to pull one out. Here's a typical snack. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get too sick eating that, right? So that's what I mean. Like, they're small snacks. They're very small snacks. So it's not a big deal to be doing them. Even if we had a stream where we hit 3-4 goals, big deal. It's like 4 little snack bites, right? So there you go. So good. So that credit fully 100% goes to Super Bonchan, because Super Bonchan suggested that and says, why not moving forward after you do the DSP tries it, why not try a snack each time that you hit a goal? Why not? That's a great suggestion. That way you get the instant gratification of hitting a goal, you get a milestone reward every 10, and you get a big milestone reward every 50. Yeah, this is excellent idea. And I'm actually excited because, this is like 20 to 30 snacks here. Excuse me. This will probably take a few weeks to get through, but what's the next one? We can decide what's the next box I get. We could look at boxes on Amazon and choose ones together. I'm down for that. Everyone applaud. Everyone applaud. Super Bonchan. Round of applause for Super Bonchan with the great idea. Everyone applaud Super Bonchan's great thinking. What an ingenious person. They deserve high praise. Right? There you go. Lady Charisma says she sent the email. Let me check. Nope, it's there. I got it. No worries. Didn't get caught. And then someone else sent me an email about virtual audio cable solutions. So I have 2 different emails to check out later about this issue. Okay. Very good. All right. Excellent. Hold on. Okay. Very good. Glazed. I glazed Super Bonchan. Well, I didn't intend to glaze Super Bonchan. I just wanted to praise Super Bonchan for a great idea, right? Every once in a while, someone has a good idea. You thank them for it, right? There you go. Which one do I want to eat first? I don't know. I haven't even looked. I don't even know what's in there. I have no clue what's in the box. I don't want to spoil until we actually, are doing it. Why would I want to spoil, right? I'm not going to spoil what's in the box, so. Cool. All right, so I've covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover today. All right, we did. We talked about the topics I wanted to talk about. I'm awaiting the arrival of the new shock guard or shock mount. It's supposed to be delivered likely during this podcast. Okay. It says it's out for delivery. It is 3 stops away. It will literally arrive during the show, and we can do a live install of my new shock mount on the Level 1 podcast. How exciting is that? How exciting. So that's coming, all right? Don't go anywhere. If you want to see a new shock mount get installed live on the show, you're in the right spot, okay? There you go. Let's get some support for the new shock mount. Come on, let's get some subs. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some super chats. And how about a big, juicy, generous tip? Let's get it all rolling right here. Live from Rented. It's the Level 1 podcast. You know you love the grift. Come on and support the show. Let's get it rolling today. Very nice. Viewership immediately tanked. Did it really? Let's check. No, it went up. Viewership has gone up. I announced we're going to do the shock mount, and viewership increased. So people want more of this kind of thing. Amazing feedback. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm not wearing socks. I forgot to put on socks today. Hold on a second. I totally forgot to put on socks. I got to put on socks. I forgot. All right, hold on. So I'm trying to see what I'm wearing. I want to try to color coordinate today. I'm going to go get a pair of socks and put them on the show. I told you this would be a relaxing show. I totally forgot to wear socks today. All right. Okay. So, this is very exciting. Here we are. These are the bamboo thread socks with moisture wicking ability. Okay. Bamboo threaded. Here they are. Look at that design. Look at that. Now that's fancy stuff right there. All right, here we go. Let's put on some socks. I can't believe I forgot to wear socks today. Seriously. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, that's comfy. I was wondering too, because my feet were actually cold. Like, what's going on? This is something I have to get used to now. I'm not used to wearing socks. All right. No? Very nice. Bamboo socks. So, look at that. Look at that fancy sock. Look at that sucker. Bamboo lined. Well, actually, bamboo thread. Very good. Now, I actually have something else to tell you guys. I'm sure you're going to be very excited for this one. You ready? So, this week, as I told you guys earlier in the week, I decided to try out boxer briefs for the first time ever. Previously, I'd always just worn boxer shorts, but all I see in stores are boxer briefs. So I decided to start wearing boxer briefs, and I bought a pair of discounted ones at a discount store, okay? And I'm finding them interesting, to say the least. I'm not used to having something going so long down my leg because boxers usually are shorter than boxer briefs. And also the support that they give to your royal family jewels is kind of interesting because I'm not used to that either. You know, I used to wear briefs when I was like a kid, and then I stopped wearing them in high school, started wearing boxer shorts. So I've basically worn boxer shorts from my high school days all until now. But now I'm starting to wear boxer briefs. It's this hybrid now. All right. So get this. I did like the ones I bought at the discount store, but they were a little annoying. Number one, figure this one out. They didn't have a fly. So if I had to use the bathroom, I basically had to pull down my pants and my shorts to pee. Why? Why is there no fly? The whole point is that you just unzip your pants, you could pee. So it was kind of annoying. So I think I got kind of like an El Cheapo version that doesn't have the features you would want or whatever. So I basically, what is going on? Why are you guys freaking out over there? So I decided to order, get this, high-end boxer briefs. Not discount ones, but good ones that are bamboo threads, just like these socks with the moisture-wicking bamboo threads, all right? I actually got boxer briefs that are bamboo, and I'm actually wearing a pair right now for the very first time. That's right. I know you guys wish you had bamboo threads. Well, I have the best of the best underwear now. I went from having hole-filled crappy underwear to absolutely luxury top-of-the-line underwear. All right? Just let me tell you, they're incredibly comfortable. incredibly. Like I'm wearing them right now and they feel great. And these have a fly. Unlike the other ones that were flyless, these have a fly. And I know you're not going to believe me, but I have something I want to tell you, all right? I know you won't believe me at all. If you remember last week on Smart Guys, we were showing off my socks, and I showed you that my socks, some of the pairs actually are specific to the right and left foot, and Ashton couldn't believe it. He was like, what? Socks that you have to specifically put one on your right and one on your left foot? I've never heard of that before. And I showed it. They're even labeled. It says right foot, left foot, right? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready for this? I swear to you, I'm not lying. Are you ready? What would be the most unlikely feature you would think would be in a pair of boxer briefs? What would be the weirdest, most unlikely feature you would ever think would be on a pair of boxer briefs? All right? You ready? I'm going to tell you. I swear to you, I'm not making this up. My new boxer briefs are specific to the day of the week. Yes, I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up. I swear to you, I'm telling the truth. And I will show you what I mean if we hit the goal. But we've got to hit the goal. If we hit the goal of support on this stream, which I need to do, I really need to hit the goal on this stream, then I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let's hit the goal on this podcast. Let's do it. Let's get some support in, and I will show you exactly what I mean, that my underwear are specific to the day of the week. I know you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't blame you. All right? I don't blame you. But we've got to hit that goal. All right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, the King's package is very comfortable today. How many subs to go, Commando? I mean, I could be Commando right now. You would never know. You would never actually know if I'm Commando because I can't show you because I'd get banned, you know? So, there you go. No, the DSP throwback Twitter is not me. I only have one Twitter account, @TheyCallMeDSP. Any other account you see on Twitter is fake. I know it sucks because it used to be verified accounts meant something on Twitter, and my account was verified, so you knew it was really me. Now there's a million people. There's a DSPGaming. There's a DSP Reacts. There's a DSP Throwback. They're all fake. Okay, they're not me. The only real one is @TheyCallMeDSP, and that's the only Twitter account I'll ever use, okay? Okay. All right, guess what? The shock mount just got delivered. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I've got the new shock mount. It just arrived. Now, keep in mind, this shock mount was recommended by Super Bonchan, who already gave us our great suggestion about having snacks over time for DSP tries it and for daily rewards if we hit goals, right? So, hopefully, his suggestion of this shock mount was good because this is supposed to be for the Blue Yeti mic, not for my Shure mic. But I guess it is kind of a more universal mount than leads you to believe. So hopefully it actually works with this, okay? By the way, I'm kind of disappointed. I was not flooded with contributions to show you guys what I mean when I say that my underwear is set to the specific for the days of the week. I don't understand why didn't you flood me with contributions? I'm confused. You'd think that'd be something that you guys would want to see, but anyway, I guess not. All right, anyway, so here we go. It's the Radius 3 shock mount, custom shock mount for the Yeti, Yeti Nano, and Yeti X USB microphones, but hopefully it works with the Shure, right? By the way, I didn't even know it was a Logitech branded thing. I don't think Logitech makes it, but Logitech actually brands this. Okay. Oh, I'm serious. I'm serious about my underwear being for the day of the week. I guess people didn't believe me. They thought I was joking. No, I'm serious. Anyway, here it is. Whoa, this is huge. This thing is giant compared to the other one. It's like twice the size, no lie. Okay, so there it is. And I guess what we're going to do is we're going to screw it in, then we're going to tighten it so that it'll stay in place and not bend, right? Okay. Gonna hang just like that. And then what is this? Wait a minute. That's, oh shit. Oh no. Okay, it's on the floor. A washer went flying. Hold on. That's not good that the washer just went flying. No. So there's two washers. And this screw, and this is gonna screw into the top of my microphone to hold it in place with this shock mount. See that? Okay. Now, are these instructions? No. Literally, this does not have instructions. There's no instructions, so you just figure it out for yourself. Sounds like a good idea, huh? Oh, wait, what's this? It's just another warnings page in different, there's no instructions. Okay. Here we go. I wouldn't read them anyway. Of course I would. I always read the instructions. Okay, so here's my question. So there were two washers, okay? Do both washers go on one side of this thing? Or am I expected to do a washer on each side? Like, I'm very confused about the washer situation. And also, which side is up? Serial number, part number. I have no idea which side is up. Is this up or is this up? Does it even matter? The picture shows it standing straight up, so there's no way you could know. I think, okay, if we're going by this picture, okay, so it's just like this. And then, okay, so this goes into the top like this, and therefore your microphone goes on the bottom. Okay, so it goes like this. That's it right there, like that. Okay? All right. I'm looking geriatric. Thank you. Appreciate that. So the only question is the washer situation. Okay? There's two washers that came with this thing, and I don't know if one washer goes on top or the bottom. Like, I don't understand the washer situation. That's my confusion. I love that I get called geriatric. Yeah, well, you look pediatric, you stupid baby. All right. So, we're going to get rid of the extender thing here. We don't need this anymore, okay? This is going to go on to there like that. Then the microphone's going to attach there, and then we're going to screw that on the top. But really the question is, why are there two washers? Again, I don't understand the washer situation. Is there one washer on top, one under the mic? What about the washer that's on my mic now? Do I keep that brass washer on there? Do I take it off because now we have these other washers? What do I do with the washers? What's the deal with the washers? Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. Let's see here. Hey, man, what's the deal with the washers? So the only way to do this is going to be, I got to unplug the mic and do a lot of screwing and unscrewing, guys. So bear with me. I have to unplug my mic to do this. Okay. So there's good news and bad news. The good news is I actually feel like this is more secure than the previous one that I had. When it comes to the tightness, as you can see, this got really tight and is now on there well, but it's actually a twistable bracket. So if I want to loosen it, I could just do it with the thumb thing. It's perfect having those washers on there. So the design is better when it comes to this part, this portion. But I am a little disappointed. It doesn't stay as upright as I would like. As you can see, it sags a little bit, meaning I have to kind of like maneuver my arm a little bit higher to get it kind of at the level that I want. It doesn't really have the strength to go as high. Like I'd like to have it higher, like there. Oh, wait, I think I just got it. Okay. Okay, I just had to maneuver it a little bit. So it seems to be straight now. Okay, so now let's see if I can get it on camera properly. Like I could do it like this, or, because it was like right here. So okay. Not bad. And you know what? Look, it doesn't dangle like the other one did. Remember the other one was kind of floppy and not very like tight? This one's tighter for sure. Like I would argue this one is way tighter than the other one was, which is why it's twice the cost. Like the original shock mount that I had was like $22. This one was $45. So that's probably why it's twice the cost, is because it's a much better quality, right? So now the test. People say, bump the table. Does it actually work? Let's find out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It kind of works. It works better than the other one. It doesn't work foolproof, but it works better than the other one. The other one didn't work at all. The other one, every time I touched this, you heard it. Like every single time I touched it, you heard it. This one actually seems to work somewhat. Yeah, that's exactly better than expected. It actually does kind of work. So get a shock mount to put on the shock mount. Is there 0 vibration pickup? I'm just looking at what's in the mic. So right now, I'm not going to say a word until the mic picks up something. Ready? Now. Now. See, it's like every 3rd to 5th one it's picking up. But that's better. The other one was every time. So it's picking up the actual sound of you hitting the desk, not the vibrations. Okay. Oh, well, here's a good test. Ready? I'll do this. Ready? I'm just going to wiggle the table now. Ready? It works. It works legit. It's really good. Much better than the other one. The only thing is, you can see it sags a little. I would argue it sags a little bit. I guess that's okay. But it's definitely better. All right, good stuff. I can get rid of this again. This is the extender. I don't need that because now this serves the purpose of the extender, basically. So I can get rid of that for now. And, cool. All right, well, we did it. It's coming at the most phallic angle. I mean, the microphone's supposed to point towards your mouth. That's the point. You're supposed to have it close to you and pointing towards you so that it picks up your voice. Like, that's the whole idea of, you know, a mic like this. This isn't the directional mic that I used to have. The old mic I used to have. Okay, hold on. That was just too tight. Oh God. There we go. I over torqued it. There we go. I'm getting used to using the washers now. The washers are a godsend. I love using these washers now, so I don't over torque. So I'm glad that people taught me how to do this because I didn't know anything about that at first. There we go. The old mics that I used to use for the longest time was the one that it just points up and the side of the mic points towards you. I think that's the idea of the Blue Yeti mic. This was actually designed for, but this mic has to point at you. And so it's directional towards your mouth. You see, that's the idea. All right. I received a whopping $1 tip. It's a troll, so I'm just going to ignore them. Does it sound more quiet? I mean, that's good. I don't know. I'll know when I listen back to the video later if it actually sounds any better. But I'm just happy that if you guys think it sounds better, mission accomplished. That's what it's all about, is trying to make improvements to the setup. And in this case, I didn't want to have to get another piece of the setup, but the other one broke live on stream yesterday. This is twice the cost, but hopefully it ends up working out in the long run and it sounds better for everybody. So there you go. All right. Are we back to reading dollar tips? Or are we raising the limit to $3 to $5? Here's the thing. Most of the dollar tips are troll tips. Like, no exaggeration. Almost every single one that comes in now is like a troll idiot. So unless it's worth my time, I'm not going to bother reading it. I look at every one just in case, but I'm not going to even, again, unless it's something interesting, I don't see the point. Okay. Let me get this out of here now. We don't need it. Get rid of the box. Don't need the box. And someone had asked me, hey, are you going to return the other shock mount? Because the other shock mount you had for what, a month? Not even. And it broke. And I was like, I would consider it, except the cost, it's only like $20. And on top of that, I don't have any of the original packaging. I threw it out. So I could try to return it, but they're probably going to argue with me and be like, oh, you don't have the packaging and you don't have this and that. And is it really worth the hassle? Probably not. It's probably not worth it for $20. Like, what's the big deal? So I'm probably just I'm just going to take the hit and not really care, to be honest. Okay. All right. Well, guys, guess what? We have some extra time. We got about 20 minutes to hang out and just talk. So, whatever you want to do, tag me in the chat. We'll have a little bit of conversation. We'll have some fun today here on the show to end the show. We want to talk about a different show from yesterday. We've had no technical issues whatsoever, and an improvement to my setup, a new piece of equipment that looks pretty good, and it looks like it's going to work well. So this is excellent. 2 thumbs up. And Super Bonchan, the MVP of today, coming up with the idea that every time we hit a goal after we do DSP tries it at 90 goals hit, I taste a new snack out of this snack box. So there you go. Very nice. You think smart guys might take a hit now that it is a different time slot? I don't know if it would take a hit. The idea is to have it actually have an increase because of the Kino Casino crew. Again, Kino Casino always broadcasts at night. They never do day streams. Very rarely. If there's a reason to, they will, but usually they're only at night. So their viewers are always used to watching them at night. So what's happened is we're doing Smart Guys in the morning. We're getting some of my audience who like pro wrestling and a few of the Kino viewers, but not many. And so the idea here is to try to grab more of them because we're broadcasting the show during the time slot they'd be watching Kino Casino. Will it work? I don't know. It's worth a shot, I think. But do I think that the show will take a massive hit? No, I don't think so. Fed Roger, that's not correct. He says, Ubisoft closed the studio behind Star Wars Outlaws, 185 laid off. Not true. The studio that closed was a studio that basically did outsourcing work for the other studios. They were not the studio responsible for Star Wars Outlaws, but they did some work on it. But they also did a lot of work on other games back in the day. That is not the Outlaws studio that closed. But it does suck that, anyone's losing their job. The industry continues to downscale. Ubisoft, the latest one, another 185 jobs cut. We don't cook for date night. We go out. If we're going to go out on a date, like, for example, we did this last week, our date night out, which was Thursday, we went to a Caribbean restaurant and got food there and had a piece of key lime pie for dessert. That's what we do. We don't cook during date night. The whole idea of date night is that you're having a good time. You're not working or cooking. We cook every day otherwise. So we don't want to cook on our day when we're trying to have a date. Did I ever try sugar-free Haribos? No. I don't even know if I've had a Haribo. I've seen it a million times in the store. It's a gummy style, right? Haribo candies, gummy candies. Um, by the time that I saw them in stores, I was already too old for gummy candies. Like I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate, but like I wouldn't even go to buy gummy candies now. But they don't even interest me. So if there's any in this box that'll be interesting, it'll be the first time I ate gummy candy in many years. It causes diarrhea. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. So not only do you get your sugar fix, even though they're sugar-free, you also get a laxative. So it's 2 for 1. It's a multi-purpose product. LA Beast did a video. He ate a pound of them and then he spent a day on the can. That's absolutely disgusting. Why would anyone eat a pound of gummy anything? That's gross, man. Absolutely nasty. Did I ever consider liquor-infused chocolates or pufferfish meat? I've had liquor-infused chocolates before. I've had different ones that have so they claim they have liqueur in them. They also have cherries, right? Like chocolate-covered cherries that claim that the cherries are in a liqueur. I've had those before and they're pretty good. Have I ever had pufferfish? No, I don't even know where I would go to get pufferfish. I'm sure there's like a super snooty, insanely expensive high-end restaurant somewhere in Seattle that does it, but I'm not into that kind of stuff. Yeah, super snooty, not snooty. So, by the way, guys, let's get some support on the stream. We still have about 15, 20 minutes left for the podcast, and support has been incredibly dry today. I don't know what's going on. I was hoping to get good momentum so that we could get into the game and not worry too much about it, but it has not happened. All right, let's get some stuff going. First of all, we only have one gifted sub over on Kick. Let's top that. We have no memberships whatsoever on YouTube. 0 memberships. So let's get some memberships on YouTube. We have like 2 super chats. Actually, I take it back. 1 super chat. Guys, let's get it going. Come on. Let's get it going. Let's hit that goal so that we can get closer to the DSP tries it and we can roll forward towards the 100 and do the marathon, right? This stuff is waiting. The rewards are waiting. We just need the support to come in. Sorry, I got a hanging thing here. It's pissing me off. Watch your old playthroughs on stream and do a drinking game with chat. Well, we have done that. It's called DSP Throwback Retro React Nights. And we were doing that all through last year. We put it on hiatus in December, and I do want to bring them back. Now, I wasn't drinking during those streams. Yeah, so I don't know how I would implement that. We have to think about that. Pianowist should know I've never eaten bugs as food. He says in South Korea, they were selling it as street food, and he's had it before. I've never had it. I've never eaten bugs like that, no. Would I go to WrestleMania if I had the chance? Probably not. Quite frankly, seeing WrestleMania in person was neat to do it the one time I did. The price is incredibly exorbitant to do it now, so it's just not worth the money. And I wouldn't want to travel regardless to go to WrestleMania. If I'm going to travel, I want to go on vacation with my wife. I don't want to go to WrestleMania. Sorry to hear you fell, Celery Head. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. What's my favorite Bruce Lee movie? I haven't seen many Bruce Lee movies. I saw I saw the one that's basically Mortal Kombat, and I forget which one that is. Fist of Fury, whatever one is Mortal Kombat, that's the one that I saw the most. I've seen it multiple times. It's a great movie. But I always get the names confused. I've probably only seen like 2 or 3 Bruce Lee movies, tops. I was never, Bruce Lee was before my time, even though you could argue he's timeless, and I agree. Maybe I should one day get into that stuff. Would I consider getting a Columbia snack box? I don't know what that is. What is a Columbia snack box? Let me put it this way, Itzy. Let's worry about this snack box that's sitting right next to me that you guys wanted before we worry about future snack boxes. Don't you think we should get to the one that's literally right here? Because I think people tend to have this issue where they get so far ahead of themselves, right? Like we were going to do the Mega Man marathon and people were like, so what are you going to do for the next marathon? But we didn't do the Mega Man one yet. Just relax. Let's focus on what's right in front of us before we get to 7 things down the road, okay? Again, Sarah, I think I just kind of answered this question. If I'm going to do any travel, in-person travel or anything, it's going to be with my wife to have a vacation. It's not going to be, oh, I'm traveling to go do something with the guys from Kino Casino or for Smart Guys. I'm not going to get back to traveling until I get to actually do traveling, which I should have done years ago when I got married. You understand? In addition to that, I don't have time to take out of my schedule to travel and do this stuff. Like, I just don't. I have to work. I'm here 6 days a week for a reason. I'm not here 6 days a week because, I have nothing better to do. I do. I have things I could be doing, but I need to work. See? Commotion has become a member this morning, and that is a new membership. Thank you, Commotion. You're our first new member of the stream. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Now we're up to a whoppingly generous $21 of support. Now, guys, remember what I said. Tonight's late stream of Smart Guys doesn't count towards our goals because it's a show that's different. It's between me and Ash. It's not the same, so that doesn't count. So today, if we're going to have a goal count towards our goals hit counter so that we can do rewards, we got to have it on this stream. So please support this stream, okay? Do I prefer SmackDown and Raw having red and blue ropes, or do I prefer the white ropes? I can go either way, but it's cool having their own identity, says Celery Head. Yeah, I mean, when they had their own unique color schemes, it made it feel like you're right. They were their own unique brands or whatever. I think today they're just going more generic for visual. Like, now that we're in the world of HD or whatever, white pops better on camera. It just does. So that's probably why they're doing it. They probably tested it and said, wow, the white just stands out. I agree, Commotion. He says, looking forward to Smart Guys tonight. It was an interesting Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it'll be good. The show will be good tonight. Commentary-wise, we got a lot to talk about between main event and Raw for sure. Of course, leading into the Rumble makes it even better. Drew Corporation, you couldn't be further from the truth. He says, at some point, it'd be cool if there's a reward for a fan. I think people would support that, just a thought. I used to do rewards for fans, and my trolls turned it into nothing but a negative disaster. I used to do what was called the Hardcore Gaming Season Giveaway, where every fall, literally weekly, I would give away a game, a collectible, collector's edition content, autographed stuff every week. And all that happened was my detractors said, oh, he's giving away empty boxes. He's giving away this and that. And it was all lies, basically. I was always giving away content people liked. We had hundreds, if not sometimes thousands of people who would enter on my forums to get said items and be eligible. It was in-demand stuff that people wanted. It wasn't, I just sent you an empty cardboard box. It's a complete lie that never happened. Okay. One time I literally gave away a PlayStation 4. When PS4 came out, I bought an extra PS4 and I gave it away to a fan. Okay. Guess what? No one cares. No one remembers, and everyone lies. So, what incentive do I have to bring back giveaways when I used to do them regularly for a quarter of the year, giving away hundreds to thousands of dollars of stuff every year? And to this day, people won't acknowledge it and act like it never happened, right? In addition, when you're giving away something to just one person, only one person can enjoy it. As opposed to if we're doing a special show or a marathon, that's something that a multitude of people can enjoy, right? The viewer's choice playthrough will be enjoyed by many. Me taste testing a bunch of Japanese products that I've never had before will be fascinating to many, as opposed to, oh, one person gets a game. Here's the code, take it. That's only pleases one person. Giveaways are highly, highly over exaggerated in what they actually have as a beneficial to a community. But I'll tell you what they do. They create a gambling atmosphere. Oh, if I do this, I can win this. That sounds good. And every time that you do one of those giveaways, there's a lot of issue because there's rules in effect. For example, in the United States, you may not be aware, but anytime that there's a contest involved for a giveaway, there's laws in place that prevent fraud and stuff. And it just creates a huge, huge problem. Back in the day when I used to do the giveaways, no one cared. So I could run them without having to worry about the laws of a giveaway or sweepstakes, and I wouldn't get in trouble and no one cared. But today, my trolls are such losers, they would probably try to get me in trouble saying, did you know that DSP is trying to do a giveaway? Is he abiding by the rules of the law of sweepstakes and shit? And then I'd have people breathing down my neck, right? So, no, giveaways are not possible for that very reason, okay? What do I think about Ninja Gaiden so far? So far, so good. Graphics are great, very well updated for modern audiences. The lighting is great. I'm surprised how gory it is. I forgot that the Ninja Gaiden games were that gory with some kind of such dismemberment and decapitation or whatever. I totally forgot about that. Um, but outside of that, the controls are pretty good. My one problem is the camera because the camera is not a modern camera. It tends to snap to directions you can't really see. There's also no enemy lock-on, which is bizarre because we played so many games in the last 15 years that have that. Keep in mind, this game actually is older than 15 years old, so that's why it doesn't have it. But for what it is, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It feels like a throwback. It's rare that these days you get a game that is like this one where it's linear but still fun and challenging. Like today, no one wants to make linear games because they're so terrified that people will say there's not enough content or whatever. Back then, these games were common, and it's actually refreshing to play a game that feels like it's in line with what people used to make and put out. So I'm really enjoying it so far. How's the family doing? They're doing all right. I call them once a week. I get caught up. They're getting older. Health problems abound, and there's nothing you could do as you get older. You're going to have health problems. Um, there's not really much to say there. I don't talk much about my family because, again, the more information that's out there, the more is used to harass and harm. So, but I call them once a week and we get caught up, and, that's all you really need to know. Princess Luna just did a $10 super chat. Thank you, Princess Luna. Are you going to do a playthrough of a Me Side now that you have a gaming PC? I don't know what that is. Me Side? It came out in December. What is this? The player encounters characters who play a role in a narrative part of the game. It's very low. It's only $13. What is this game? I'll say this. I've never heard of it before. No one has asked for it. This looks like, oh, Lord. At first I was going to say it looks like, Oh God, what was that? Oh, I know what this is. That horror game. Oh, I know what this is. That's right. So basically, I understand. What this is supposed to be is it's one of those breaking the fourth wall horror games, right? Let me show you guys because it's deceptive at first. So let me show you. This was a game. It breaks the fourth wall because basically what it's supposed to be is so it's a virtual game. Just take a look. This is supposed to be the character who's like your virtual friend, and you're supposed to like, build their house and do things so that they have a happiness meter and shit like that. But apparently, what happens over the course of the game, it's very similar to that other game that I played, Doki Doki Literature Club. It's supposed to be similar to that, where all of a sudden, as the game continues, this girl gets like obsessively crazy. And take a look at this. All of a sudden, like things start going nuts, and then you end up getting. Look at this. Like it's dark and shit, and you get like trapped in the game. And look, she has a sword. She's coming after you to like kill you and shit. So yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Is like, look at this. Looks like you're trapped like in a futuristic dungeon. Look, there's like a door with lasers you can't escape. So that's what it is. So it starts off all like innocent, like, oh, it's a friend simulator. You do things to help your friend or whatever, but then it gets like super duper dark over time, right? Yeah, I heard. Oh, look at this. Is it made by the same people? No wonder. It's made by the same people who made Doki Doki Literature Club. Ah, I did not know that. Yeah, look, my name is Mita. Every day you come to see me, help me with chores, cook for me, and buy me gifts. You're so nice. I love you. I want you to keep you with me every day and live with you every day. I know you want me to be with you every day, so I'll let you come to our sweet home. How is that? Are you happy? That way we can stay together all the time. See? And it gets increasingly more creepy the more you play. I mean, it could be an interesting premise of a game. I don't know if I would do like a playthrough that's lengthy. You know what I mean? Like maybe to try it on a stream and see how creepy it gets. Doki Doki Literature Club wasn't that long. Wasn't it like 4 or 5 hours long? So I wonder if that game is also really short. I like the idea of it having like a dark twist, right? Like Doki Doki Literature Club was insane. I don't want to tell you guys what it is if you haven't played it, because it's such a crazy game that like it gets so dark and messed up, and you never expect that that's what the game is. But I could definitely see that game being something interesting because of the way it's written and the twists and stuff. So, okay, so thank you, Princess Luna. I would put it into the realm of a maybe. I wouldn't be against it if people actually wanted to see it. But I'm curious if anyone would be interested in me trying out something like that because it is a PC only game. Just like Doki Doki Literature Club was. Let's see here. Game Boy, how are you today? Good to see you. Am I gonna check out Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4? That's another one. I've always heard about Poppy's Playtime, but here it is, Chapter 4. I guess this is the latest one. This comes out in 2 days. Isn't it also a horror game where, like, I guess toys or something are chasing you, or I don't know. Wow, this literally does it no justice at all. Are you ready about this? Watch. This is probably the worst advertising for a game ever. This is what they're showing you. There's nothing there. It's just empty. It's an empty set. This could be production art, right? Like, how is this selling the game? In reality, this video is great. If this is what the game is, that looks much better. But how does this sell the game? Right? That's awful. So what is it? These things are after you? I'll mute it so that way we don't get issue with copyright or whatever. I'll fast forward. I muted. Why does it unmute when you fast forward? That's incredibly stupid. Is that? Oh, God. Living stuffed animals eating each other? What the hell? So the stuffed animals will become sentient and have blood and guts, and they're eating each other. What the hell is going on? Weird. I see. I've never played any of these, so I don't know the premise. Weird. I don't know. I can't even get a vibe for what the game is. Look, this is terrible. I can't tell what the game is. Here. You're pushed deeper into the undiscovered depths of Playtime Company Factory below anything the world knew. You encounter terrifying new threats and discover shocking revelations. Can you outwit the unnatural new creations? I think it's similar to like Five Nights at Freddy's, where it started off as a very basic horror game that didn't have many graphical, capabilities. But I guess it's one of the games where over the years they built lore and everything around it. So now it's like popular or whatever. But I don't know if I'd be interested in that. What's up, X Shooter? How you doing? I can't even understand really what the game is from what that just showed. Poppy was fake AI before fake AI became real, says Rare Tricks. TD602 says the chapters are like $15 to $20 each, and they only have about an hour or two of gameplay each. Totally not worth it. Wow. That is pretty lame. Do I miss wearing hats and vests? Well, let's see. Instead of wearing hats and vests, I get to wear comfy, nice-looking clothes instead. Right? No, I don't think I miss the hats and vests, to be honest. I think I enjoy my new wardrobe now. What's up, Clamp Cut Ty? How you doing? All right, guys, so last chance. Anything you want to talk about, please tag me. Any other contributions come in, I'll shout them out, but we got to get out of here now to make way for Dino Crisis to continue, okay? This thing is so much bigger than the other one that I had. It's like it's literally like twice the size of the other shock guard. But it definitely looks like much better build quality. So hopefully it works well. I have coffee breath? No, I do not. I brushed my teeth right before the show, actually. Does my wife pick my clothes for me? No. I pick the clothes I like, and sometimes if I have many choices that I like and I'm not going to get them all, I'll run them by my wife and she'll pick out the ones she likes the most, and those will be the ones that I buy. Like I could tell you, back in early December, we went to Kohl's, and I wanted to get some new stuff for my winter wardrobe, and I picked out maybe like 5 to 8 shirts, and I asked her which ones she liked, which ones she didn't, and out of the 8, we narrowed it down to like 4, and I think out of the 4, I bought like 3. So there you go. I did play Rayman 1. I had it on PC in the 90s. It's an incredibly challenging game. I didn't get too far in it. Okay. Is that it, guys? Should we end? I don't know. Today was a pretty slow show. I don't know what's going on. When I say slow, I mean like the chats weren't really moving that fast or whatever. Maybe because I didn't have specific topics to cover today or whatever. I don't know. Just seemed like there wasn't a high energy today. I was hoping because there was no tech issues today, it'd be a little bit more exciting, but I don't know. Am I going to vacuum my studio again today? Well, actually, my dustbuster should actually be charged today. And I wonder if there's an issue with overcharging anymore. I think they solved that problem, right? With things that have rechargeable batteries, you could just leave them in charged permanently. They don't overcharge anymore. Because that used to be a problem with things that had rechargeable batteries. And I think that doesn't happen anymore, right? Because I left it plugged in, and I never unplugged it when it fully charged. Yeah, there was really no gaming news today. I've been checking. Some days we have a ton of gaming news, and other days there's like nothing going on. Right now, it just seems like a more dead time of the year for gaming news, but I think things will pick up soon. All right. I guess we'll end the show. Thank you guys for watching the show. Definitely less drama today. Pretty much no technical issues, which is great. And we got a new piece of equipment that seems to be working well. So thank you very much for another great podcast. Tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be talking about Smart Guys and how it went as a late stream. And tomorrow, we got a full day of gameplay coming up, including more of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and Dark Souls. So it should be a good one. All right, guys? Thank you so much for watching the Level 1 podcast. I'll see you all tomorrow.